welcome back to the Community HOPEcast. We're back with another Yap With Us, cause I don't know, we've been working really hard and we just want to sit back, chat a little.
Yeah. So, I know you guys don't see me that often, but my name's Vicky. I am one of the summer school teachers here at Hope Community Service. I like to call myself like a recurring guest.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah,
Sure.
like a recurring guest, you know. So I feel like I'm a recurring guest at Hope, and I'm really thankful because I love this community service. Just got done with the senior art class. That was super fun. Yeah. You know, the seniors are the one teaching me like really like bad words in Viet. You know that?
They're teaching you what in Vietnamese?
Bad words in Vietnamese.
During a peaceful art class that's supposed to clear your mind and help you de-stress?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's just the idea of like not being bad, but being like rebels at that age, you know?
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but
Not my grandma, that's for sure, but okay, yeah.
I think because I'm not related to them, so they feel like okay with like teaching me like
Okay.
non-PG
yeah.
stuff.
I get it, you know, at any age. It's like how at this point, you know, I'd say the easiest person to trauma dump on is a stranger because they don't know anything about you.
Yeah.
Me on my trip.
But I guess with old people, it's like, let's just teach them things that we wouldn't teach our own grandkids.
Yeah, it's opportunity. They're guessing my age. They were very far apart. Yeah.
Too young or too high?
They were like, oh, they asked how old are you? I'm like, oh, Andy, guess. And they said, "Mười mấy, đúng không?" Which means like teenager.
Teenager.
Hey, but that's flattering.
That is flattering. You know what? I think I'll be more thankful for it later on. But talking about later on, actually, I have a bad segue for this. I have a question for you both.
Okay, yeah.
Because we just went to a mixer, right?
Yes.
We just went to a mixer. And Akoi and I wanted to go because we need to work on our social skills and we need to make new friends.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make adult friendships and how do you retain adult friendships?
That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at this point in our lives, right, we have more often than not settled into certain routines, certain circles, and we only have enough to continue to maintain those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort to trying to expand and meet new people.
No, it does. Christina and I are new adult friends, but
So a lot of my long-term friends, you know, obviously like we're all busy now. We all have like school or work and stuff. But so a few of my friends, we've made this thing where we like have coffee either like in person or like through FaceTime every Saturday of the month.
that is so cute.
So we look forward to it every month, and then that's when we just chat and catch up and everything. It's a lot of effort, but it does give us something to look forward to every single month, so that way we don't like lose that, you know, like we don't text each other frequently anymore, but we do like catch up, and if something goes on, we just reschedule, you know. But adult friendships really do take a lot of work, a lot more work than like just seeing your friends daily, from like seeing them in class every day or seeing them at work every day, you know. Because I know when I got older, I wasn't seeing my friends anymore because, like, you know, like when you graduate, you don't see them anymore. And then in college, I really had to put in the effort to reach out to people, even though it's uncomfortable, you know, at first. But it's always worth it to me when I make the first step and reach out. And then that's it. That's pretty much all I do.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's a lot of effort because we have work. We have our own family. You take care of more family stuff growing up. And just getting to know people, it's a process. Like, you were introducing me to your circle, small circle of friends, which is your best friend and your boyfriend, right?
Yes. So, well, honestly, when we went up to that mixer the other day, it was such a ragtag group of people too.
Yeah.
So,
but we made it work. We all tried our best to be social. Mm-hmm. But do you feel like with friendships, you need, if you what motivates me to want to retain a friendship is if I have chemistry with the other person.
Yeah, of course.
But I think chemistry can't be forced.
Mm-mm.
No.
How long do you think it takes to know if you have chemistry with someone you want to be friends with?
Oh my God, a 5-minute conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I have chemistry with you, and then everyone else at Hope. Tree, Crystal, I had like instant like connection. Maybe it's the 99 line or something like that, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, but how long does it take you guys to know you have like friendship chemistry with someone?
I guess I wouldn't call it chemistry, but it's definitely, I describe it as what? You know, shared interests, maybe some similar personality points, like, you know, shared sense of humor or interests like that. I guess at this age, it's also trying to gauge the other person's, like how social they are.
Yeah.
How comfortable they are being social and outgoing, or maybe, what is it? I was thinking of a word, but it has now escaped me. But something like that.
No, I get it. I mean, like, yeah, common interests help because it's like you could talk about that.
Yeah.
You know, and then just making, but I still feel like there's just this spark that you need with the person that makes you want to retain a connection.
Okay.
Yeah. But have you guys ever been through, like, now we're talking about making friendships, take a step back, not being friends with someone anymore? Or, like, have you guys ever had a big friendship breakup before?
I've had friendship breakups before. I respect it. You know? I think being from the OC area and having stayed here, you know, into like young adulthood and everything, it's easy to continue seeing all the same people that you have growing up. And sometimes, honestly, maybe those friendships aren't the best, right?
Yeah.
You know? But it's hard, I think, for a lot of people to go through like a friendship breakup because it's not, I mean, even romantic relationships are hard, but I feel like people talk even less about friendship breakups.
Yeah. Like, I had this big group of friends. We've been friends since, like, middle school and stuff, right? And then when we had a disagreement, I had a disagreement with one of them, and then I felt as if, like, you know, we've been friends for so long, we should retain this history. But at the same time, like, what happened? This happened when in my younger 20s, so like 8 years of friendship. But at the same time, if you go out, should you try to still retain it, or is it okay to let go?
I am all for letting go. Thoughts?
Yeah. I'm all for letting go too. You know, like people just grow apart, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know.
Yeah.
I do think that friendship breakups are hard. You know, especially if you were really close to the other person for a long time. But it's like, at some point you just gotta realize that like either like it doesn't work out anymore, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, like people just grow out of it.
And honestly, isn't it just so easy to slip away anyway?
Yeah.
When
It was
you're
so
Yeah.
easy. Like a pressure, like just a rock just falling off my shoulders.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't think our interests matched anymore, and I don't think they were more of a group. My interest, again, shared interests. My interests were different than theirs, and despite, like, you know, they were like, "Oh, we're always here for you. We're always here for you," but I didn't see comfort in them. You know, again, with friendships, like, you need to see comfort in that person, or else, like, it's a chore to talk to them in a way.
Okay, yeah.
Like at that mixer, oh my gosh, I love talking to you and your friends, but everyone else, it was a chore. It was a chore.
I think corporate mixer. Well, mixer where a lot of people happen to be in corporate, and it's definitely interesting. I definitely walked into it more with the mindset like, I hope no one talks too much about their job.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be for me, though I think afterwards I did feel some kind of adrenaline nerve situation because when we were eating dinner, at some point, some of our other people in our group, they're like, "Did you eat anything?" And I was like, "I don't know, honestly. I can't even taste this food right now. I'm on some kind of like rush right now."
Oh my gosh. You did eat though. You ate little by little, so that's why you didn't feel hungry.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. I mean, so meeting people though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meeting people is... What kind of success have you had in meeting new people at this age?
Oh my gosh.
You know, I just say hi and I just yap on yap. Like with everyone, you know, like I'm not afraid to make new friends, and if they don't like me, that's fine. I'll never see them again.
Yeah,
you know,
honestly,
like people always ask me like how it's so easy for me to form friendships. I just go up and say hi. Like I don't care. And you know, if you don't start a conversation, like how would you know the person?
Yeah.
Like for me, I always think like when Vicky was saying like, oh, the first 5 minutes instant chemistry. Well, for me, like it's I have a lot of social anxiety, so like. It would take me a little bit to get out of my shell, and like I'm just assuming that for everyone else, because like, you know, like for me, I can't really get to know a person in 5 minutes, but I think once you do like a one-on-one, or even just having like a one-on-one like conversation for like 30 minutes or longer, that's when I really get to know a person, because that gives you time to branch out of the conversation, you know. Like one of my mentees, I've known him since like September last year, but our conversations have always been really short and small. I take him to practice. I take him to competitions, but I really didn't get to know him. But then recently, we've been talking a lot more in the car, and I didn't realize there was so much we had in common. And I'm just like, I'm thinking like maybe like our conversations have always been short, because like every time we met together, it was always like early in the morning. We're tired. It was always when I'm stressed out, trying to get in the mindset of a competition, you know. All these things, but then I've been giving him rides more often now that summer or school ended. And wow, like I didn't know there was so much in common we had. And even like my friends from back home in NorCal, you know, like if they want me to meet their friends, you know, there's probably a reason. So I meet them, and if I don't like our conversation, if I don't like that person, like I don't feel an obligation to keep talking to them, you know.
Yeah.
Or even like when I go on vacation, I just talk to whoever, you know. Or when we went to our PvP event, we were just talking to
the
that
drinks
one
helped
dude.
A little bit.
Dude, I'm so excited to go to that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the drinks do help.
The drinks help a little bit. All you can drink.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when I meet somebody new or try to strike up a conversation for the first time too, definitely what you said, right? Like I think everyone has some degree of nervousness or anxiety, and I try to keep that in mind too, but I think my strategy is more like, if I don't acknowledge the awkwardness and keep going forward with yapping or as many like other questions as I can, maybe we'll both like get past it.
You just have to go for it, you know.
That's true.
If you don't acknowledge it, it'll feel less threatening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really thankful, like we're all in relationships, right?
Yeah.
I'm so thankful we don't have to like go out and date. Can you imagine like making friendships is hard enough as an adult? Dating, getting to know a person.
I wonder if there's like
meeting
something about when you get older too.
Yeah.
That, what is it? Because you were telling me about your, you have some people that you know who at this age, they are meeting new people with the intention of commitment and like a long-term relationship or something, or settling down, right? So I wonder if that helps in a sense, because there's like, oh, at mid-20s, late 20s, you're meeting people with a specific goal already. There's like no wishy-washiness to it. Maybe that helps a little bit, but I mean, we wouldn't know though. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't even know how to approach someone. One of my friends was talking to me, right? And she was like, Vicky, dude, like I need it. She's never been on, it's been mid-20s and never been on like a date, you know? But at the same time, when you guys started dating your significant others, did you ever label stuff as a date?
No, because we were so young.
Yeah. I don't think people call things dates anymore.
I did.
It's just, did you? That's a good thing. Oh,
so like because we were in school together, so a lot of like the opportunities to spend time together was just like naturally occurring, our day-to-day usual stuff.
Yeah. So do you guys have advice for this friend? Because she's like, I'm gonna do online dating. I'm like,
sorry, what was the specific
her
question?
advice? How should I meet people? And how should I approach it?
I will say, for me, some of the luck that I've had is like in the public spaces that you go to regularly, it is a great opportunity to kind of just, because you're a regular there, right? For example, like going to the gym or something, and you'll see other regulars there too. If you go pretty consistently to something like that.
True.
And then you can just like strike up a conversation. Because that's happened to me a few times too. Like I get to know the people there, or like they start talking to me, something like that. So that is one way to open the door, like, you know, those public spaces that you go to.
So when you guys started dating your significant others, did they, because she's also worried of like, should I come up to them or they come up to me? As a female, this is a female friend who likes men.
Oh, I mean, if you don't want to wait, just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say just go for it. Because what's there to lose? But I will say in shared spaces, if they say no or they have a boyfriend, now it's like, oh man, I go to the gym with this guy. I'm going to see him again.
Oh,
yeah.
True. I guess it depends on, going back to the whole like you're in your 20s or late 20s or whatever now, and you want to like go into this with the intention of a specific goal. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. And what's also scarier is now that we're in our mid-20s, like I personally have a preference for people my age or older than me. And now she's also worried about, oh my gosh, what if this guy's younger than me? Like much younger.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's like a strategy you have to work through, right? Like you want a relationship and settle down, but perhaps start first with the intention of friendship.
Yeah. Hangouts instead of dates. Well, it could still be dating. You could date like friends.
Yeah, but you want to start somewhere first with like
yeah.
something more platonic.
Yeah, because you want to get to know the person before you decide to commit to like a relationship with them.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, also as an aside, like honestly, some people are different to friends than they are into relationships.
Yeah.
And some people are monsters in relationships. So
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you want to start with friends first.
That's
If they're a good friend, I think they might have a higher chance of being a good partner.
That's true. I had this ex, this boyfriend who was a great friend. Actually, friends with my current significant other right now.
Still?
Right? Kind of. I mean, like if they were to see each other, they dab each other up. That's how I would say friends.
Okay.
You know, because they're on the same sports team as one another.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, consider us friends. But what was it? So then he was a great friend. Great friend, great to talk to, funny and stuff like that. But I dated him. Horrible boyfriend. Oh my gosh. Like there's something about being in a relationship where you have to remember the other person's needs. But I guess because he was just so like had his blinders on this whole time, he wouldn't like focus on my needs. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to get you food too when I was like going to hang out. Yeah.
Come on.
What the heck? But as a friend, he'd be like, oh, do you want some? Do you want something? Or hey, I'm gonna go get this here. Yeah, it was nuts. But you're right. It could be like someone could be different in a relationship than they are in a friend as a friend. But I feel like if a guy really, really likes you, he's gonna want to be in a relationship with you. As an adult, mature male. Let me preface that. Yeah.
Because I have no thoughts on that.
Huh?
I have no thoughts on that.
Because like I feel like guys know they like you, really like you, like the first like I wouldn't say even month. I feel like the first month they know they want to be in a committed relationship with you. My opinion. If he's dragging you, I have a couple friends where they have guys dragging them along for several months. I feel like, does this guy really like you? Because they're just in the we're friends, we're hanging out stage. You know what I mean? And they want to start out as friends, but like, why is this guy like kissing you and hugging you and stuff? That's like dating. That's not dating. That's like a relationship. But it's still the label as friends, so they could go date other people.
Boundaries? This seems like blurry boundary lines now.
Yeah. And what's the line? What's the line between like dating and how do you when do you draw that line of like we're in a relationship now?
That's when you have to define it.
Yeah, that's up to your own unique preferences.
And would you say if that person wants to define it, if that person doesn't want to define it, it's time to like leave?
Yeah, you should have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, everyone's different. No relationship fits all. So you just have to talk to the other person and figure out, like, what you both want in a relationship.
Yeah. It's communication. It's a lot of communication.
Yeah. I mean, I go by, like, I'm not going to ick anybody's yum, Like,
Ick anybody's yum?
Have you heard that, Vicky?
No. What is that? Ick anybody's yum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. What Gen Z?
It's not Gen Z.
Shut up.
It's not.
No, what does
You
it
wanna
mean?
Explain it? That's the only thing I can come up with to explain, like, my principle.
I actually have some, like, slang. We're going to go into segue of, like, slang because I teach middle school and I've heard some weird words.
Yeah, you want to explain briefly?
That's what it is.
You know, like something that gives you an ick, but like don't ick somebody's yum. Like, oh, they might like it, but like you should withhold your judgment. It's their preference, their like.
I think the official phrase is "don't yuck somebody's yum."
Oh,
Yeah.
Go yuck. So is it like different strokes for different folks?
I think it first started when it comes to like food. So it's like don't like if one culture likes it, you don't yuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't yuck someone's yum. But it's like now it's like an overall encompassing phrase. So like, like to each their own. Kind of a thing.
Oh my god! Yuck somebody's yuck.
Don't yuck somebody's yum.
Yuck somebody's yum. Don't yuck somebody's yum. That's not good.
But that's to encapsulate my principle that like when it comes to relationships with people and stuff, I am totally fine with however anybody wants to define a relationship or what they want out of a relationship, as long as all parties involved are on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
And
that is the hard part.
Yeah, that could be
Being on the same page is the hard part.
That could be friendship too, as well.
Yeah.
If you guys want to stay friends or not.
More important with romantic relationships
Yeah.
at this age, I think. But yeah, friendships too and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the term of yick somebody, oh my god, yuck somebody's yum. Have you guys heard the phrase "what the sigma"?
No.
I honestly do not want to get into like middle schooler slang because it is so.
We're like at the age where it doesn't make sense anymore.
No, it doesn't.
But
I thought I knew everything.
At least at my age, there's a certain connotation. It's like,
Are we being cringe?
Yeah, it's kind of honestly, I find it cringe because it feels like it's rooted in like was it Chad culture or associated with like frats and stuff. And I'm not about that.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Well, at least the connection and association is there.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know. I was just so curious. It was driving me nuts. Like this is my first time like needing to use Urban Dictionary for myself, and not for fun because none of my kids would tell me. And they can't define it either.
They can't because they're just kind of like absorbing and regurgitating things that
they're just using it.
Yeah.
Do you remember our slang when we were younger though?
Honestly, I kind of have goldfish memories, so no. I don't know how cringe I was back then.
Like this is fire. That's fire.
Oh, I don't
this
think
food is fire.
I never personally said that.
I still use that.
Yeah, I never personally said that.
What else did I like? I learned my older brother. This is if something's not good, like this is boof, dude. This restaurant's boof.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
No,
I like that. Like,
okay,
that's kind of boof. Like there's mid. Like, this place is mid, or it was mid. What was another word that we used? Gosh, I just like. I love languages. I'm going into like bilingual education, so love languages, but I love slang languages, and that's what I learned from the seniors too. Some slang.
Vietnamese slang.
Vietnamese slang.
Are they picking it up online?
They probably get it from back in their young lives, and they're just teaching me now.
Which would be totally different from slang now coming from
Vietnam.
Vietnam,
For sure. Yeah.
which is interesting.
Yeah, Gen Z slang. Which I need someone to teach me some Vietnamese Gen Z slang because I don't know any. I know like
I don't even know like Vietnamese, professionally or at that high level of vocabulary. I can't imagine slang diverting into like slang territory.
Here, I'll teach you one. It's a good one, though. When you say, like, a food, like, something's good, you're like, ngon lành. Cái đồ ăn này rất là ngon lành. It's like, well, this food is, like, good. Or, like, let's say, like, you drew something cool. You're like, oh, good. Hình đó rất là ngon lành. Like, that's cool.
That seems very kind of like traditional
Yeah.
Vietnamese language, though.
Well, yeah.
So that comes
that's
from,
appropriate
they came from
one I
ladies,
learned.
right?
Yeah, that they come
Yeah.
from ladies. Very nice
Yeah.
ladies. Go let. I'm gonna
Yeah,
call
yeah,
her
yeah.
out. She's a very nice woman.
Yeah, because that seems like a more traditional word. Like it's not as far diverged from the original language as like more modern slang from Vietnam. It sounds
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, when you say ngong, like I in my head I'm just hearing Annie yell.
Yeah.
Like you think you're hot stuff.
I always think of Annie when
know.
when I hear that.
I was like, this isn't how Annie uses the word ngong. But it wouldn't be appropriate to say the way that Annie does.
Oh my gosh, dude. Come on, art. And man. I'm just looking at these like kinder pictures right here.
Oh.
Wow, their fine motor skills are just not. So what I'm looking at right now for the audience is I'm looking at a black piece of paper with just chalk spread all over it. And I feel like at that, when we were in kindergarten, did we know how to draw?
I don't remember drawing when I was younger much.
I know how to draw.
We knew how to draw.
I know how to draw.
We did the whole the safest what was it? Artwork was sun in the corner with the little, you don't draw like that sun. It's like sun in the corner,
Yeah.
and then grass, and then a house,
Yeah.
and then maybe some flowers if you're a really good artist. But now it's blub. Sorry if any of our Hope parents listen to this and they know what art. Sorry if any Hope parents are listening to this and they know what artwork I'm talking about. But oh my gosh.
Okay, do you think kids' food tastes are pickier now?
Yes.
Is it ridiculous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we were younger, growing up in the early 2000s,
Yeah.
there was never a choice of, chicken tenders if you didn't like what was being served. You just ate what was on the table.
Dude, it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our parents were like, sucks to suck, and they would like
Yeah.
eat.
What happened?
I don't know. You know what? Have you walked in when the kids had lunch, have lunch for summer school?
No. Office bound.
Oh, sorry. But I'm there. And like their lunches are really like, I mean, I wish I had this as a child. Just super cute, like those TikTok, Instagram lunches, with like the watermelons are cut in star. It's rather that or fast food, one of the two.
Oh.
Which, as a child, like that's amazing. And the sandwiches are like the crusts are cut off, and then
Wow.
it's all divoted, so then it's all nice. And what was it? They have like the cute little toothpicks with like characters on them. And I feel like that convinces their kids to eat, which I wish I had that as a kid because I feel like I'd be more motivated to eat. But if you don't give a kid that, with the chopsticks and nice, like they're gonna be like, oh, what is this? It's not pretty. Why am I eating this?
Well, I heard that for some of the kids too, like they just eat what they want to eat and the rest is just kind of toss. That's also something else that.
Yeah, I've seen kids toss food.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like back then we had a lot of additives in food too. Like really bad additives.
I was talking more like, at least in my household, it was always just like home cooked, just like traditional Vietnamese dishes. So like, a lot of the veg and the meat and stuff too, which I'm sure kids today also could be like, like these weird vegetables and stuff. But, like we didn't have a choice back then. Just eat it,
I can't relate. My mom always sent me with money to buy school food.
How about like dinner though,
Yeah, for dinner. If I didn't like it, I would just eat steamed rice and that's it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
nothing on it.
Yeah.
Or it would be steamed rice and like mom sprinkled on it. That's
Was
it.
that really it? Where are your proteins, dude?
Well, if I didn't like it, that's all I ate because like it would. Like I was terrified because one time I choked on a fish bone, so I never wanted fish after that. And then like my mom would always make bitter melon soup, and I was like, I'm not eating that.
Sorry, I'm a bitter melon hater.
Me too.
No, it's true though. Like cooked Vietnamese fish dishes have turned me off of eating fish because of the bones specifically. Yeah.
Have you had like the fish fillet? The fish fillet? Like
What
the Vietnamese fish. No, wait. I was thinking about gak kho, but that has bones in it.
There's always bones.
I don't
There's
I don't
always
like
bones.
gak kho.
No matter what
No,
anyone
braised
says,
fish,
there's always
no.
bones. I can't do
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah.
true. Oh my gosh.
Especially the small ones by the spine.
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
I've
tough.
Yeah, you know what? I have not seen any kid bring in a traditional Vietnamese dish for lunch.
Yeah.
Ever.
Mhm.
Ever. Maybe back at. No. Oh my gosh. Wow. I see why we're talking about this
Yeah.
now. That's crazy. You know what though? The parents right now are about our age. Sorry, I'm talking loud. Our parents right now are about our age, are a little bit older, right? So like
Whoa, that's
20s
crazy.
to 30. It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Like now that I teach, the parents are not go to anymore. They're auntie, and that
Yeah.
just brain rewire.
Whoa.
And they call me Jay too, and it's like, whoa, brain rewire. And now like the kids call me like go, right? That's normal for me.
Yeah, it's normal.
But-
You're like 20 years apart.
When the waitresses are calling me, the waitresses and waiters are calling me Jay, I'm like, oh my god, dude, like. But anywho, the topic was picky food.
I don't remember. Yeah,
I don't remember
something like
either.
that. Yeah.
Picky food, talking, and Jay. But yeah, oh, I remember now. So like the parents are about like our age, like we'd be the youngest, right?
Yeah.
But then going to 40. A lot of them grew up like in the early 2000s as us. And a lot of them, they might not have learned to make traditional Vietnamese food. Therefore, they don't give it to their kids. Because do any of us know how to cook traditional Viet food?
I
You can
do.
look it up.
You do. What do you know how to cook?
Gak kho.
What?
I know how to make what's the pork and the egg?
Thịt kho.
I know how to make thịt kho, bún riêu,
Braised
bún bò Huế. I know how to make bánh xèo,
What? We got a
khoai cúng.
cooker, a chef. We got a chef.
Honestly, like if you have some base of cooking, like if you look up a recipe, then you just follow it. Honestly, the Vietnamese recipes online are like pretty good.
Wow.
Also, because like my parents are always busy working, so a lot of us grew up independent, so we all know how to like cook and clean from an early age.
That's amazing. I learned how to cook, but not like Vietnamese dishes. I think I'm scared of Vietnamese spices.
I think I'm just scared of not being able to recreate the same taste I grew up with.
Yeah.
And it would be like, this is lame. I just want grandma to cook for me.
Have you seen like Ratatouille?
Yes.
Do you know that scene where he eats Remy's food? And the
flashback?
the flashback, and it's like his mom, and he starts crying because he eats Remy's Ratatouille. And he's so happy, and then good ending, and then he invests in his restaurant.
Run by rats.
Run by rats.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. What are your favorite Disney movies?
Pixar. Okay, I think I like Pixar more than I like Disney.
Me too.
Oh, 100%.
So Up, Ratatouille,
Yeah.
and Wall-E. Those are my three.
Dude, Wall-E's a good one. What about you, Christina?
Ratatouille, Up.
Um,
Dude, why am I blinking? I'm blinking so hard right now.
yeah. Ratatouille's up there. Up is up
Yeah.
there too. It made me cry. It was so
I just
sad.
know every time I listed a movie that I liked, it was always owned by Disney. Not Disney, Pixar. So I prefer the Pixar movies over Disney.
I will say Disney though has to be Tangled for me.
Tangled was good. Tangled has some banger songs, dude.
My favorite Disney movie is Hercules.
We're about to watch that.
Really?
Yeah, come to summer school. I told
yeah,
Coy, I'm
yeah.
like, you should watch
Yeah.
Hercules.
Oh, I
'cause
love
it's, like,
Hercules.
Summer
It's so
Olympics.
good. It's so underrated.
I gotta find it.
Yeah.
I
And then we
just gotta.
we have day jobs too. Have you guys seen the Vietnamese movie? It's on Netflix now.
Mai?
Yeah.
I watched it. It was
I
so
like
good.
Mai.
I watched it in theaters.
What lesson did you get from Mai?
What lesson?
Yeah. So wait, let me explain the plot of Mai, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
So Mai is about a woman. Her name's Mai.
Yeah.
Her name is Mai, and then she has a daughter. She has a father who, I don't want to really reveal too much. She has a father who has a gambling addiction. She just moves to a new place and then meets a guy who is her hang som, who her neighbor, right? And so then they have this little love story, but then there's twists and turns with his family and her family. And you know, as a single mother, and a massage therapist, she has to try to fight for the way she lives. And the movie's about her trying to find love and overall trying to find happiness. Yeah. And the lesson I got from that is, especially the ending, it was a very sad ending. Fight for your happiness.
Yeah.
Fight for your happiness.
Because
I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil too much.
But speaking broadly,
like if you don't take that, especially when you're older, not that mid-20s is older, but like you might miss out on opportunities to be happy. And despite, like, especially in the Vietnamese culture, we want to do well for our parents. We want to do well if we have kids for our kids, right? We want to like make sure other people are happy, and we're people pleasers. Our parents raised us as people pleasers.
Sure.
Well, my parents raised me as people pleasers. So therefore, if you keep on people pleasing everyone and like inhibiting your happiness for their happiness, you're gonna miss out on your happiness. So yeah, that's what I got from it. What did you get from it?
Similar, yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself,
Because
right?
we're always so wound up in taking care of everyone as people pleasers, but then we end up forgetting to take care of ourselves in the end, you know?
Yeah, because she lives with some hater neighbors, like some big haters. And then she realizes that, like, at least in that part, that's not okay, and was able to find herself and find her voice at that age too. It's like, I think she was in her 30s. Yeah. And then it really hit home. I liked how it didn't like villainize Vietnamese families. You know, I really did. I really liked how it didn't villainize Vietnamese families, but it also went over the theme of like there's this scene of the mother telling the son, I did everything for you, everything, and where is my happiness? Where is like my husband? But the son's like, dude, like, I wanted you to find love. Why are you blaming me for like not finding love? I want you to be happy. Of course I want you to be happy.
Yeah.
But the mother's like, you don't get it, right? Yeah. And I understood that so much, that really just like hit home.
It was one of the best movies I've seen in a while. It was really good.
Yeah.
I cried.
I cried too. Gosh, great movie. It's on Netflix now, so go watch it.
Nice.
Yeah. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Just go watch. Do you know what to do this weekend?
I have a lack of commitment for movies.
Yeah, Jane's not a big movie watcher.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Koi is the same way. Like, my significant other hates movies.
Yeah.
He was on his phone the whole time in my.
No.
And I like,
Okay.
yeah.
That's rude.
In theaters or at home?
We're at home.
Just say that you don't want to watch it in that case.
Yeah, but I wanted to watch it. But it was 2 hours. I will give him that. And like, he has some. He just can't sit still and watch a movie. It's really hard for him.
Okay,
But
sure.
yeah, but he did like sit through like. Have you seen Godzilla -1?
No.
Yeah, but just like, I don't want to say boy movies, but
Action scene.
It is
flashing
boy
lights,
movies.
it's
loud
Beam Handam, dude.
sounds.
It's some action movies that he likes. But yeah, I wonder if that was written by like a Vietnamese American, because that hit home really hard.
Well,
look into
it was produced by a Vietnamese company.
But are they Vietnamese American?
Oh,
You
I don't know.
what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know, actually.
Fun fact, in the bilingual education system, we have to make sure that the textbooks that we use are Vietnamese American, to ensure that our students are not being influenced politically, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, the education system will always be political in that respect.
It's very political, which is
Yes.
something I just learned. Educate, it's so sad.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
What I need by education political?
Like, because there are always different perspectives to any, like, given history or even linguistically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've learned, so I've been on the job market for teaching for a while. To getting a teaching job in Southern California, it's difficult. And I think it's because we have so many colleges here. Yeah, so many colleges here and so much teaching programs here where everyone just wants to stay in SoCal, right? Who wouldn't? Like, I applied to over 30 teaching jobs across Orange County and California. I think 7 or 8 just said no. Like, wouldn't even give me an interview. And mind you, I have pretty good experience.
Yeah.
I have extra certification. I have my B-CLAD, which is like I could teach 2 languages. I also am trying to get my art authorization right now, meaning I could teach art in a classroom.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, and they also know.
Yeah, job market
Yeah.
just in general right now.
Dude,
Job market's bad right now.
it's hard. But when has it been good?
That's a great question.
It's like the housing market. My mom's always like, I'm waiting for the housing market to
That's not how that
close.
works, Mom.
That's
yeah,
not gonna
I don't know
happen.
how to break it to them. That's the bubble. There is no more bubble.
Yeah.
Well, maybe in a sense, but like the protections now
Yeah.
will not give you the kind of result you missed out on in 08.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, from what I get from this, from like the housing market to job market to the movie take the opportunity to get what you want and be happy. Because if it's a house you want and you could kind of afford it, there's no way that there's going to be a housing crash. If there's a job you want and maybe it's like somewhere else, but you really want it, you should go take that job because it's difficult out here. But
Change is scary, but I guess
Yeah.
grab what you can now.
for sure.
Unfortunately, we gotta rationalize and find happiness in these circumstances, but that's too bad. That's how we have to live then. Yeah.
We'll fight. We have each other.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should go just be content and maybe we could go look at houses on Zillow or something after this.
Yeah. I have a friend who does it during class. It's just Zillow.
During class? Okay.
Yeah.
I respect it. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, it's funny on the other tab, she has like teaching salaries too. So she's like, what can I afford? And I'm like, wow, there's no way you could live in Orange County, be single, and live in a house. Absolutely no way. And that's so sad.
It is. Yeah, but that's something to unpack for another time. Well, it's been a fun conversation. And yeah, I think we should just take a break and maybe go housing browse on Zillow or something.
That sounds fun.
All right, thanks for joining us with the Community HOPEcast for another Yap With Us. That was more topics than I thought it would be. I thought we were going to stay on friendships for a while or the entire time or something. But yeah, where can we find the podcast and Hope Community Services?
Spotify and YouTube. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook at Give Us Hope OC.
Whoa, all right, that's us. Bye.
Bye.